So, Bibbles, J-Dog the Ants Man back with the questions. 6 a.m. as always. And we got your weekly shout out. It's probably going to be a quick video. Although I've said that multiple times and it's literally a longer than average video. But yeah, we actually are really caught up on questions. And some of these are kind of just... I think I printed some of these out when I was low again before. Because a couple were not even questions. They're kind of just like shout outs. So I printed them just to have something to say. So, yeah, we're going to get through this. Probably all of them. And then we'll see. We're out of material. But the weekly shout out from Joey Marks. Yo, J-Dog, what's good in the hood? It's Joey Marks 666, formerly metal musician 6996. Just here to promote my new skate video, Get Older, Get Stupider, for fans of the Jackass movies / TV shows. Independent type videos and skateboarding and other extreme sports and stupid shit. Check out the latest video on the Joey Marks 666 YouTube channel called Get Older, Get Stupider, featuring myself getting lit on fire and a small cameo from Jason Mewes, Clerks, Jay and Silent Bob, etc. And then before that, actually, I guess we kind of did have a paid ski. It's super old. You have Elcat to thank for this, buddy. She totally dicked you over. She found this in her bag or whatever. Gave his personal little notes with a $20 bill stapled to it. And he gave this to Lindsay. She said, I didn't want to bother him. What do you mean, homeboy? That's what I'm there for. That's what I was show for. You won't be bothering shit. But Jacob from Kentucky. Sorry, Lindsay dicked you. I just found this in her bag yesterday. Oh, shit, I forgot. This kid came up to me and gave this. And so, yeah, well, can you give this to him? He said, thanks for everything you do. You make a difference in more people's lives than you think. I'm sure there's some, but, just remember that for a while, because all good things come to an end, and then that's when people start bitching. And the reason I know that is because, like I said, like a lot of channels I watch, like Rich Piana and shit like that, it's like people don't know how good they have it until it's gone. And also, too, from what I understand is, and it doesn't surprise me whatsoever with the people's short attention span, doing a little research, just background listening, other YouTubers to get, see if I'm missing out on any game that I should be implementing. And I'm talking about the big boys. Big boys. I'm talking bigger than Joe Rogan boys. Who's bigger than Joe Rogan? Search it out. There's tons of guys. Joe Rogan's a small potato. He's the biggest podcast. But as far as YouTuber, holy shit, there's guys that are literally over 10 times the size, like 400 million subs, etc. And kind of their words, the norm is a YouTuber has about a 10-year lifespan. After that, people just fall off, stop watching. And when he said that, I was like, that kind of makes sense, because a lot of channels that I started watching either don't do it no more, or they do. Again, I never really watched them, but I peeked in from time to time because he might be talking about something relevant that I'm into. Is Tiger Fitness? Go look him up. Go look up Tiger Fitness. That's Mark Lobline over here. His channel has like 400,000 subscribers, right? Because he's been doing this for like 15 years. Literally, most of his videos that he does don't even get 1,000 views. I think his last video they just did on Bob a couple of days ago has like 700 views, and it's like 3 days old. That's like 400,000 subscribers. Used to get tons. That means everybody just dies off. They all pass. Because think about it, a lot of it, like, help, maybe even you, Jacob, in Kentucky. Again, like I said, keep on appreciating it. You're definitely young. I could tell by this note, which is all good. Daw's got a young audience, but it goes for metal all the time. But just YouTube world and in general. Let's say you're 18. Are you still going to be watching the dog when you're 28? Some of you will, assuming I'm still doing it. I would say 90% of you won't. 90% of you are going to be gone, whether you're the 18 or even the 30-year-olds. Because for a few reasons. Number one, you either get bored, this guy's just talking about the same old shit. Or two, 50% of my audience right now, again, I say this is not just my audience, this is the metal scene in general, I call it out. In 10 years, you will not be into the metal. You won't. Especially if you are 18 years old or younger now, over 50% of you will not be into metal music. Now, you might be one of those guys, yeah, I used to listen to that stuff. When you bump into somebody at the bar and you see the goddamn Nunslaughter hoodie or whatever, I remember those guys. Oh, you remember J-Dog YouTube channel? He used to talk about them. And the fucking diehard, like, what are you talking about? He's still around. He's still grinding. The guy's been around 40 years. At this point, it will be fucking 40 years. 25 years as Hell's Headbangers next year. So that's not an unrealistic number. I'll still be here. Majority of the people will be gone. And the reason I say this, well, everyone in the know knows this. When you ask anybody that's been in the metal scene before me, they'd be like, yeah, no, he's 100% right. Most people are gone. when I was going, all the shows I went to from the late 90s, early 2000s, all of them, if you take every single one of them, less than 20 people that were going to those shows continue going to shows. Now, there's going to be a few cases of someone legitimately have died, Jim Sadis being one of them. There's people that do, or they move to a different state. But let's call it like it is. Vast majority, that's not the case. They didn't move and they're not dead. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean, dog? They're out of the metal scene. Hell, look at Craig, my brother. He hasn't been on a show in like 10 years. He doesn't listen to this shit. He listens to classic rock. Eddie Satan on the Hellcast. You realize he got into metal, I'm not even exaggerating, 6 months before he jumped on Hellcast. Literally jumped on the metal. First time he came on to Hell's Headbangers, he came down here. He was on a softball team with Dawn of the Dead. That's how he heard about metal. And then Don told us, oh, you'll check out your band. Oh, this is cool. So basically he likes his friend's band that he's on a softball team with. Don told him to check out Hell's Headbangers. He drives down here. He's yakking my ear off and stuff. I was like, oh, you like none? So I was like, oh, so what, you like more like the first generation death metal, like stuff like Possessed, Death? Didn't even know who that was. And I was like, oh, so you like second generation death metal, like Cannibal Corpse, Deicide. Never heard them. Had no idea. So that's how new it is. So whatever Hellcast date is, again, just putting in perspective, just using an example. This is how when I call stuff out, be like, oh, you're just a shit talker. No, I've been around. I've been in this scene for a long time. I've seen it all, heard it all. And this is the norm. This is not I'm just using a living example so you guys know why I call these posers out, these ball cap wearing fucking douches. Because I fucking know. And again, there's always going to be exceptions to the rule. I'm not right on everything, but it's going to be right 85% of the time. So whenever Hellcast started, right, he just got into metal 6 months before. You realize he got on the metal scene like 4 years ago or so, like completely out. Sold all his stuff. There's nothing to do with it. Doesn't go to shows, doesn't listen to it. He listens to the fucking Tool and Stained and stuff like that. That's what he listens to. That's what he's into. Total poser. And I knew that from day one. When he got it, I was like, oh, this guy's a poser. He's not going to be into this. Right on time. About 8 years later, I'm like, yep, he didn't even last 10 years. And again, that's normal. The people that last 20, 30, the lifers, they're in it till the day they die. They're the outsiders, aka yours truly. So applying that to a YouTube channel, that's no shock whatsoever. People get bored, they fall off. And in a sense, let's just call it like it is. Most people and everything, they're posers. That's why I grew up on the fat ball game. Everyone thinks, oh, guy hates fat ball. It's not. I hate the fans because most of them are posers. I don't like posers. Posers is another word for fakes. I don't like fake people. I like people that have their own mindset and they stand by it and they live by the sword, they die by the sword. That's what I like. Strong-minded individuals. And most people are weak-minded sheep. Sheep, and they're fake. Hence, why does a YouTube channel only last 10 years? Because they're posers. The people fall off. Whatever they're following, whether it's even video games, they get out of it. They're not into it no more. They moved on to something else. And it's always the lame lifestyle. Always. So yeah, there's no doubt in my mind. That's why I said there's a time. I mean, granted, I before the 10 years, my educated guess was that the channel is going to get yanked off YouTube. Again, that is normal. I'm well aware. I will not be the least bit surprised if any day I wake up and it's down, gone. Oh, well, guess that was a nice run. So I'm trying to ride it out till it dies. That's why I do videos every day. That's another reason why I do videos every single day. Because I am not going to be the least bit surprised. Another YouTube channel. I just told you one 2 months ago. Chase Irons, a bodybuilding YouTube channel that I would watch. 2 weeks ago, it's down, and it ain't back up. That was over the Olympia, so 2 weeks ago, yeah, gone, completely gone. Way bigger than my channel, and he was doing it for I think he started 10, 12 years ago. Been doing the channel for 10, 12 years, 100,000 subscribers or so, something around there. I forget his exact number, can't even verify it now. Gone, just yanked out of it, yanked the rug right out of him. See you later, buddy. So I have no illusions that is a very strong possibility is going to happen to me. Or what's going to happen, am I going to do this till I'm 60? Probably not. Hell's yeah. But the channel, probably not. I will if it keeps growing. And if I'm just an outlier, if I'm the exception to the rule. Let's say, like I said, most people are posers. They fall off, but new posers come along. So the numbers are staying the same or growing. Then yes, I'll continue to do it. But if it gets down to like Mark Loebline or Tiger Fitness Channel, 700 views is the norm. Oh, I'm not sticking around doing that. I would keep the channel up, like if assuming it ain't down, but I wouldn't continue posting videos. I'm done. That's a waste of time. I'm talking to myself. Like, I love these metal channels that stay around. It's like they've been around a few years. I'm like, why are you getting 300 views on a video? Why are you wasting your time? That's a complete waste of time. I'm like, dude, at that point, literally just go get the Mac Daddy's job. You make way more money. Well, it's not about money. Whatever, dude. You better not be broke then, because goddamn, you're wasting your time like a motherfucker. That's a complete waste of time. But do what you want. So I have no illusions that all good things come to an end, like the old saying. So make sure, Jacob, that goes out to you, the young bucks, but everybody, appreciate it while it's there, because again, it could be means out of my control, which is the most likely scenario. Is they're going to yank my shit down because that old they don't like freedom of speech. And again, I try to watch my words, but it slips, and I'm not editing, and I don't say anything. The thing is, I don't think I say anything bad. I don't. Now people are probably laughing their ass off me saying that. Well, anyone that's laughing is because you're a wimp, dude, or you support the wimpification, or you follow the wimpification. Because a real man would be like, yeah, like if you rewind it back to just like, let's say 1995, let's say 30 years ago, which wasn't a long time ago. Now it's a long time because you're 22 years old. But any grown man will tell you that wasn't a long time ago. Time freaking flies. Rewind to 1995, go back to those times, the way the dog talked. Any grown man of today would be like, if you went back then, they wouldn't even think anything of it. Then I'm talking about, oh yeah, normal, dude talk, shop talk. Locker room talk. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's how a man talks. What kind of demolition man society are you talking with? Beep! You know, when he swear word? No. Like, yeah, that's how a man talks. This is just 2025 wimpy society that thinks, oh my, the dog said that? That potty word? Can't use that? No, it's just a bunch of freaking bras running around with testosterone. Gossip girls fucking that call themselves men. Slaughtered all over the goddamn place. So having said that, that's why I'd get yanked down sooner or later, or people are going to fall off. Again, huge likelihood of that, because that's what the big boys are saying. And I wasn't, but even before I heard them say, because this is recent, it's like 10 days ago, so I heard someone say that. I don't remember what it was like tips on something, and it was like 4 largest YouTubers. One of the guys was, who's that kid? Beastie Man, or I don't remember what the hell is it. He posts videos. I never heard of him, but when I looked it up, I was like, there's no way this fool's bigger than Joe Rogan. I was like, holy schmoly! I was like, well, he's had like 500 million subscribers, and there's not a single video that gets less than like a million views per video is like shit for him. Like 40 million views, etc., is normal. Like, yeah, I guess that one did okay. Whoa, man, this guy's making bank. Holy smokes. So, Dumbo ears perked up. I don't want to listen to a thing this guy has to say. Barely has hair on his fucking nuts, but whatever. He's lapping the dog. Dog ain't doing shit. This guy's making real money. Dog's out here shucking and jiving, working for freaking pesos. Holy smokes. I got to get my game. So that's the thing with a lot of you fools. That's another reason why some of you guys just ain't doing nothing. Because I ain't doing nothing. And if I'm beating you, you really ain't doing nothing. Dude, my self-talk is all the time. Man, you ain't doing shit. Because I have 3 friends alone. They're not in the metal scene whatsoever. 3 of them. They're from the gym. They're all millionaires. Millionaires. Like, I remember what I'm not going to say. Like, he was dead serious. Kind of like, I didn't tell him exactly what I make. But I mean, he had to kind of correct himself because you see, like, oh shit, I don't want to offend the guy. Grand, nothing offends me. What the fuck? He's like, you don't even take home 25 grand a month? Like, take home? That's actually like, no. Oh, like how do you even live off that? That's what he thought. Like, because I think he makes this guy's the one guy I know him for a fact. He makes over $75K a month take home. No, for a fact, 100% fact. Been to his house, hung out with him, everything. So yeah, you don't even make 25 take home? No, not even close. Oh, fucking oh! Like what do you? How do you live in? Like, that's poverty. Like he's thinking anything under 25K is freaking poverty. You're a bum on the street. Those are the people I pick their mind because they're lapping me, and I tell you guys to get the Mac Daddy's job. that's why I laugh. I was like, dude, if you can't make the dead by dog because the round trip's going to be $1,000. Dude, do you seriously look yourself in the mirror? Can you look at yourself in the mirror like you're a man? Because where I'm at in life, I'm embarrassed. I hang around real go-getters. They're laughing at me. Dog ain't bit. Dog, what? You suck, dog. Like, dog, why do you suck so bad? You got to get better. That's my self-talk. So when I give it to you guys gun barrel straight, you should be like, yeah, dog, give it to me. Give it to me straight. I should be doing better. I should be putting in at least a little OT. You know, I work these hoagies. I know hoagies. Like, I work 35 hours a week. 35 hours a week, Holmes. Holy shit, screwroni. I do that in my sleep. What are you talking about? I do brainstorming when I'm sleeping more than 35 hours brainstorming business. What are you talking about? At the very least, start with this. I can understand you can't yank the carpet right out and go balls deep. You know, no rubber, no lube, no nothing. You need to like kind of ease it in. Baby steps, which I absolutely hate that freaking term, but nonetheless, makes sense, right? If you're working 35 hours a week, any job, I don't care what it is. Pick up one extra day. Two if you really go getting, I guess, which is not trying at all. Fridays and Saturdays. Pizza delivery job, man. That's it. Just small steps. Let's say you do 5 to 10 p.m. because those are prime delivery times during Fridays and Saturdays. Dog knows. Pizza Hut veteran right here wasn't a delivery driver, but he saw the in and outs. Old Dwayne would be there. Not Dwayne Yak. Old Dwayne. Hillbilly Dwayne. Getting good crotch meat this weekend. Guy's like 60 years old. He's asking me, I'm 15, getting good crotch meat this weekend. Fuck, I wish. It didn't work out. They don't like the dog. Oh, shit, that sucks. I fucked some good possum ass this weekend. Oh, great. Can you throw me in a spaghetti and meatballs? He'd throw you $1 or something because it was basically free. But, you know, he's tipping the cook, right? But anyways, he was a construction worker, owned his own construction business. Fun fact, actually, me and Sea-Dog worked for his landscaping business for a summer, but only like half the summer. God damn, that was hard work. And I'm not talking about that lazy fat boy landscaper work either. When they're on the rider mower, just driving around mowing golf courses. That's gravy, homeboy. You better be hitting the gym after that. You're on your ass all day. That's easy work. You have all kinds of energy. I'm talking landscaping. The one job we were doing, we were tearing down an entire friggin' forest. You would think we're clearing out a forest to build a mall. And I'm not joking. I'm sure they weren't building a mall. But it was like an entire full trees, everything. We were clearing it out. Chainsaws and shit. I don't think the dog was operating a chainsaw. But then you had the wood chipper behind you where you throw the stuff in. A lot of people that need to be thrown in them, face first. A lot of lowlights around here that need to be thrown in that damn thing. That type of work. So it was like hard, strenuous work. And this, keep in mind, I don't think I was 16. I'm almost positive I wasn't. Because I think Sea-Dog was the one driving. I think I was 15 and he was 16. And Dwayne would pay us $15 an hour. So this is the year 2000, 25 years ago. 15 years old. I heard 15 an hour. I'm like, whoa! Homeboy, I'm at the B. We had 15. I would have been at the BK. BK, I was there. Holy schmoly! I'm only making $650. $650. That's more than double. My Dumbo ears perked right up. That's all you had to say. 15 an hour. Hells bells, yeah, homeboy. Let me tell BK, I'm working evenings because it was during the summer. I'm working evenings during the day. I'm working for old Dwayne. 15 large. Holy smokes! I was doing backflips, friggin' cartwheels, and I didn't even know how to do them. Figured out how to do them. I was so damn pumped. And so that's what we did, but it was hard, strenuous freaking labor. But you gotta do what you gotta do. So that's when these guys quack me up. They can't even handle the getting the Marco's Pizza Friday and Saturday. I work 35 hours a week. I'm tuckered out. Let me go home and crack open a couple cold ones. Homie, you didn't even deserve those cold ones. You didn't do shit. So, anywho, on to Jacob, though. I guess it did take up the whole video. I never know on those dog rants. But we'll end it here. Good, same material. Because like, literally, I said I ain't got dick. I literally got, they're like piss poor questions, too. Like, hey, what'd you think of the new Massacre? Didn't even listen to it. Who listened to anything about Massacre after From Beyond? I sure as hell didn't. It's literally shit like that, so it's 2-word questions. But I guess I'll keep it on there. But yeah, thanks for that, Jacob. You should have came up to make sure you're coming out to Dead by a Dog too, and then introduce yourself. Assuming you're still alive, still assuming you're in the metal, still assuming you're watching the dog. He probably signed off. Fuck that dog. He stole my money and run. Dog did not steal your goddamn money and run. Take it up with the goddamn wife, homeboy. Just left you out high and dry. Sorry if this has been asked, but what's your thoughts on dissection? Yeah, watch my back catalog. Has been asked, but for 20. Look, bro, you went above and beyond. Fuck Christ. That's right, just like Asheron says, fuck God. He means nothing to me. What is it? Spit on Jehovah? Display a mockery? That's some fucking fantastic. You want to know the religious laws that the dog lives by, just listen to Asheron, anti-God, anti-Christ. Man, that deicide serpents of light, deicide incinerate them. I would say those 3 records there. There's a few other squeeze in there, of course, Once Upon the Cross, etc. But I'm talking just strictly lyrics. Yeah, I mean, yeah, some Saturnian, a Purist Fire, and Corazonic. But I would say the 3 kings as far as just lyrics only, and Fest Dead too, of course. As far as what I personally believe, feel, and it's not like a joke. It's like actually what I think. Like, not word for word, but very, very close. And a lot of it is word for word, is Asheron, anti-God, anti-Christ, deicide serpents of light, and deicide incinerate them. I'd say those describe my personal thoughts and beliefs the most. But anyways, thoughts on dissection. The demo was good. Again, more posers that they started off playing death metal, and then, this black metal stuff's cool, so they swapped it out. Make no mistake, John was a poser. But he's a poser in the definition of what poser means. Let's do what our buds are doing. In Sweden, everybody is playing death metal. So their demo was death metal. Oh, people are switching over to this cool black metal thing. Black metal's in. Let's play black metal. Oh, when you get out of jail, let's make a commercial record. That's what it is. Now, credit is given where credit is due. Credit is given where credit is due. The Somber Lane and Storm of the Lights. Storm of the Lights. Both those albums are masterpieces. They're goated as goddamn fuck. I'm not gonna lie. The third album, I heard parts of it. It's fine. People tore it apart. The UG, the Cavalt guys, the same freaking goddamn poser-ass freaking lames talking out of their ass. They're probably saying Toxic Holocaust, Toxic Hollywood at the same time when Overdose of Death came out. Those canoes. They're tearing it apart harder than need be, but I wasn't a big fan either. It just seemed like a typical poser, dude. But he just so happened to play good music. So he got away with those 2 albums, which are great. The demo was, it's generic death metal you don't need. Like, by the time you hear it, I understand if you were there at the time and you were friends with John and Dissection, you got the demo, so it left a big impact on you. Just like bands like Manicore did for me, From the Depths, Decrepit. I stand by that shit's goated. But I'm just saying, like, maybe it wouldn't have the same impact on somebody who heard it when they were 30. Granted, I heard the Dissection demo before I was 30, but I was in my 20s. I mean, you hear it, you're just like, oh, it's fine. But you got to say it's great, because it's not, though, dude. It's not great. It's fine. It doesn't suck. It's not even shut it off. It's just, this is more death metal, even at that time. The scene didn't need. Then they go out, put on a Somberland and Storm of the Lights, and these are greats. Guy goes a slammer for being a tough guy. He gets out, he puts out a commercial record, because that's what the bigger bands that got notarized of his size caliber, slightly even smaller, they do commercial-ass records. Again, total poser syndrome. And then, a year or 2 later, he killed himself, and I personally didn't care. That's about where it was. That's about what it stood. Everybody was whining and crying. I'm just like, it makes no difference to me. I didn't know the guy. They were already at the status. It's like, would you even go to a show if they played Cleveland? No, probably not. So it makes no difference to me. So I remember when Corthon died too. Oh man, dog, what do you think of that? Don't care. God, last record he did that I liked was Blood, Fire, Death. Now, I'm not saying he deserved a guy. I'm just saying, is it something I'm bummed out about? No. Shit, guy died. Cool, shit. Bummer, I guess, but I didn't lose any sleep. Let's just say that. So that's my thoughts on this section. You want your question answered, and like I said, those page keys, it's dried up. You got to get that material links, otherwise these will be short videos. Again, you better hope those dog rants just pop in his mind based on just stuff that, whatever the conversation goes. Other than that, we're either getting 10-minute vids, because, that's slim materials here. And if you want that personalized Zoom, I got one to record in a couple hours here set up. That'll be tomorrow's video. I'll probably put this video first. Yeah. So tomorrow, you plan on seeing a Zoom. So hopefully it's good. If it's not, that's on him, dude, because your own personal Zoom. That's your video. It's $100. Any questions? I'm not sure how to do it. Call Mama over. Tell her to open that description box for you. That email there, just email me. Whatever questions you have, you just can't figure it out. If it's just that complicated, hit me up there. Later, Bubbles.